everybody, it's Sally. I'm here to, I got ready to say green light your day. Wait, I'm on Back to Basics. Hey, Back to Basics. I'm here to give my 2 cents on the video by Nerd in Oregon that was really profound. And I'm glad that we're having a chance to see new people, because honestly, I don't watch a lot of videos. Y'all know that was out from like 2009. I had my surgery. So reached goal less than about 10 months later. No goal. I didn't have a goal. I got where my body stopped about 10 to 12 months later, actually. I suddenly dropped a few more out of nowhere. But she's so right. Goal is a feeling and not a number. Goal is the defeat of misery. I'll tell you what I did to fight that concern for me that I was going to fail at one more thing. And let me back that up. I was heavy from like 7 years old till I had this surgery. And I had lost 100 pounds once. And I couldn't keep it off. So this was my one opportunity. And I'm telling you, I gave it everything I had, like my life depended on it. And even with that, I lost 2 pounds a week from November to March, when I decided for my mental well-being and my happiness and my sense of success, I was going to call it goal. I didn't have a goal. Nobody gave me a goal, nada. And what I did was I mentally saw myself crossing a finish line, claiming victory, pulling the brass ring off the merry-go-round, whatever that analogy is about, I don't know. I never saw a brass ring on a merry-go-round. But I made a video about it, and I said, this is it. And I bet I was 153, 155 maybe. So I'd lost 100 pounds from my original weight. And it was almost as small as I'd ever been. I'd lost down to 147, and I kept saying to myself, you don't want to be too much smaller. 147, you look so awful. You look drained. You look too thin. Well, in the end, I got to 128. What do you think I look like at 128? Pretty daggone skinny. And a lot of people comment, not in a good way. When you have your normative rebound of 10 to 15 pounds, which is basically what happened to me since moving to England, I have had to learn to rejuggle my sense of, are you still a success? And the baggage we carry as WLS patients about regain, and that you're a failure if you have any regain, that needs to be unpacked by somebody. I think we've talked about it before. Rebound is a normative part of the process. When you get to a certain goal, if you've gone as far as your body will take you, and you followed the process, and that's what I did. I didn't focus on goal. I focused on process. I changed the way I ate, the way I thought, the way I moved. Permanently. And my body cooperated because of my RNY, and I shot way down to 128. And I was a size 4. And I was pretty bony. All my ribs showed. Not a great look for a woman over 50. You didn't want to hear that because you're like, I'm so skinny, I'm so skinny. Yeah. So when you have a rebound, you've got to learn to accept that you're not a failure. You didn't fail the process didn't fail you. You're going to have some normative fluctuation back to a normal body for a woman your age, not to go all crazy. Yeah, some of that's from having a little too much ale or wine or just living in England. I mean, things are a little different here, but you adjust, you figure it out. You go, you know what? I still look pretty good for a woman my age. Actually, some people think I look a little better for a woman my age than I did at 128. So here I sit at about 145. I had a little extra rebound after Christmas, but that's gone now. And she's right. She's totally right. It's about feeling positive and successful, and feeling like nothing is beyond your reach. Nothing is beyond my reach. If there's something I want to do, I'm not afraid to go do it. As a matter of fact, a perfect example is I'm not jumping out of any plane like a lot of my friends. Middle of May, I'm going on a glider class. There's a glider path field right across the street from me, and I signed up to go up in the glider so I can glide over all the territory that I walk and that I ride my bicycle. I wouldn't have done that at 250 pounds. I would have been so embarrassed. I would go, I hope the plane will go up. I hope. Blah, blah, blah. No, I don't do that anymore. Nothing stops you. And you've got to figure out where is your comfort level. But I don't feel like I shortchanged my process. And this young lady is not either. She's got her head on straight. She's following it through to the end. She's already able to do things. But every layer of this process, every layer you go down, there will be new, wonderful discoveries. People shouldn't stop until their body stops. Unless you've got something wrong with you and you're getting way, way, way unhealthily skinny. And a doctor will tell you that. Nobody bothered to say that to me, so it's fine. She's right. Goal is the defeat of misery. I was a miserable, fat woman all my life. I tried therapy. I tried inner healing. I tried drugs. Nothing helped until I had my RNY. Nothing gave me hope for the life I didn't get to lead, but my RNY and my cooperation and giving it 110% during the losing phase, and trusting that I wasn't going to be the only person in the world that this surgery did not work for. I'm grateful that I didn't have major food addictions to struggle with, so I was able to handle the changes. They're permanently implemented into my life. I don't eat meat hardly at all. I generally legumes, lentils, fresh foods, vegetables, some fruit, yogurt, cheese. I don't mind a little dairy. I just don't do meat. Didn't sit well with me after the surgery. And it changed everything. It changed everything. Just having legumes in my life, not none of meat and two veg on the side, and one needs to be a starch and one needs to be this, and then you got to have bread and you got to have gravy. No, you don't need gravy if you're eating lentils. Unless you're eating like chickpea curry. That's awfully good. So, go for it, people. I believe that if you give it processes first, give it 110% to changing the person you've been for the last umpty years to change permanently. And wherever you end up, you end up. And goal is the defeat of misery. You don't want to be a miserable, skinny person, too. If you're not happy when you get to goal, then what the hell have you got to complain about anymore? That's what I say. So that's it. I'll talk to you guys when I talk to you. Don't forget, I used to make videos a long time ago, and I actually have some pretty good ones that I think people still remember. You might want to check it out. It's on Cabernet Queen on YouTube. And you might check out some of the ones I made about 6 months out. And the ones I made at my 1-year surgery, where I talk about the things I learned most, from WLS. So, you guys take care. Peace out.